Today I'm going to discuss the essay The Best Investment I Ever Made, written by A.J. Cronin. In this essay, A.J. Cronin narrates a meeting with a man on a ship whose life he has once saved. Cronin was voyaging from New York. On the second day, he found himself being watched closely by one of the passengers. Cronin could observe eagerness in his eyes. Being tired, he did not want to be annoyed or irritated by any of his fellow passengers. But this man did not show himself irritating. All Cronin could notice is a man with extraordinary shyness. Cronin, without being noticed, observed the man. The man was in his early 40s, short and fair, with receding hairline and blue eyes. His costumes too showed off his reserved disposition. On his way to the dining room too, Cronin could observe the man watching him earnestly. This time he was with his wife, about his age. Struck with curiosity, Cronin inquired about them with his steward and found out them to be Mr. and Mrs. John S. from London. A day passed by as usual. On the last day of their journey, prompted by Mrs. S., her husband came to Cronin and begged him to spare his time a little. The man told him that it was his first visit to America. They had been touring America, visiting young people in camps and settlements in New York and other cities. He was by profession a solicitor. He and his wife worked for 15 years running an organization taking care of outlawed boys and girls from city slums, picking them from juvenile courts and rehabilitating them and equipping them to become respectable members of the society. Impressed by their service, Cronin eagerly wanted to know what inspired him to do this service. The man wondered at Cronin's inability to recognize him. He whispered a few words in the ears of Cronin. Now Cronin could recollect what happened years ago. Cronin was practicing as a doctor in a working-class district of London. On a foggy November, at midnight, he was awakened by a loud bang on his door. A sergeant of police requested him to attend a suicide case in a nearby lodging. He reached the place and was led to an attic where lay the body of a young man. With the surgeon's help, he administered cardiopulmonary resuscitation (CPR) on the body for 1 hour without any use. And after another 15 minutes of effort, when they were about to give up, the body showed signs of life. And half an hour later, the man sat up. The young man was an orphan. His uncle found him a job as a clerk in a London solicitor's office. He fell into bad company and lost everything on gambling. Moreover, he owed a large amount to the bookmaker. In an attempt to recoup, he took a sum of money from the office with a certainty to win for a final gamble. But he also lost his money in his last gambling. Fearing prosecution, he shut himself in his room and turned on the gas. On inquiry, they found out that the money he had stolen was £7 10 shillings. They wanted to give the young man a fresh start. The surgeon did not report the matter. The landlady offered a month's free board, and Cronin offered to give £7 10 shillings. The voyage went on as Cronin was recollecting. Upon recollection, Cronin had a feeling of satisfaction that he has made a good investment in helping the young man. Though he was not paid any dividends in worldly goods, he expects to receive the benefit on the judgment day.